Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to House of Scouse ScouseCast. I'm the hidden voice behind the camera, and this evening we have our songwriters showcase involving KingFast, Alan Triggs, and David Neville King, and here's your host, Jack Stevens.
Hello everybody. Hello everybody, welcome to House of Scouse. Today we've got a very special episode with three brilliant songwriters. We're going to pick the brains on what goes into their creative process when they are writing and creating their masterpieces, and see if anything odd comes into mind as well while they're going through it.
We missed the conversation we just had before we went on air, though. You would never want to listen to us again, would you?
I think we'd be cancelled.
What was it, David? We needed butter.
Butter and
Some
armbands.
armbands.
And I'm not going to say the last thing, but you find them under teenage kids' mattresses.
So yeah, well, as you can see on the screen, from left to right, we have the very talented KingFast. KingFast has performed on many of our shows in the past. You'll have seen him down in the Pier Village. In the middle, you have our man from over the water, Mr. Alan Triggs, the coolest man from over the Wirral. And I'm going to put it out there.
I'll take that.
Miles K, my ass.
Oh yeah, just show up.
And on the right hand side, we have the ever present Mr. House of Scouse himself, David Neville King.
Alright guys.
So, as you can see tonight, all the good looking ones are all on screen, and all the ones with no talent, basically the talentless bastards are behind the cameras. So tonight's going to be a massive push on singer-songwriters. So in my eyes, over the years I've been doing music, there's been no better singer-songwriters than the three guys you can see on the screen now. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a little chat. Some of it will make sense, some of it won't, and then each of these guys are going to play the song. We'll have a little talk about the songwriting process. And anyone at home with any questions, we are watching the comments as they come through on the House of Scouse page, so ask us any questions, we'll throw them onto the singers. The randomer the question, the better chance you've got of being asked. So ask what song Alan listens to when he farts, what David does, what airbrush David uses.
What he needed that butter for.
And what's KingFast's favourite soap, Emma Daly, Stender's Coronation Street. Random questions, guys. We don't want, what's your favourite music? Oh, what's your favourite song? These are probably being asked this over and over again, so we do things different here. So, straight in, we're going to go to our man KingFast, from left to right. Songwriting, explain the process. Let's nutshell it down, a little couple of minute process. For you as a songwriter, what you do you get your lyrics and then make your music? Do you get your music, then the lyrics come? How does the whole process evolve?
It depends, like some songs are different obviously, but for me usually lyrics first, and then try to build the music around that, and then you sort of have to amend the lyrics to sort of fit coherently in there. But yeah, every song's really different. Sometimes you do start with just like a little melody.
Nice, okay, so the reason obviously you got, the song you're going to be playing tonight as well anyway, you've got a new LP, EP?
Just a single.
New single?
Single, yeah.
Coming up soon.
20th,
okay. So, this song that you're releasing on the 20th, what's the process? How does it come about? What's the song about?
This song is called One Day, and it's just sort of about people and how they like spend so much money trying to fix themselves and look better and stuff, and just try shining a light on that really. And it just sort of comes from seeing people in life and how much they can spend in just because of watching Geordie Shore and stuff like.
So would you start with, so I know John touched on it before, you said it, like songwriting is a bit different, you leave it with a melody. Has there been a time when you've had like, you've thought of a lyric, like just a random sentence, a random lyric, and you've been like, can I build a song around this, or can I fit this into a song, or do you try and go into it with more than one, like sort of like a verse or something like that?
Yeah, definitely. Just the one sentence, I've had that before, and like that sometimes is a good way in, and you can build around that and just sort of similar kind of phrases, and then you also try and make it rhyme.
How long would you say like it takes for you to go from the start? Maybe like like nothing to, it's maybe not the finished process, but something that you're happy to start looking at mastering and putting out there for everyone to hear?
Not too long, like a day, 2 days.
It'd take me about like 3 months for me. I don't have that creative side, especially when it comes to me. I'd love to be able to put something down on paper, or to pick up an instrument, or even make a beat on like. I just don't. The creative side of me is not there. I know what's in my head. I know what I want to hear.
Yeah, that's it.
Trying to make what I want to hear just doesn't happen.
Do you sometimes find in the singing process, I'll ask Alan this as well, do you sometimes find the music that you've listened to leading up to writing a song has a big influence on the songs you're playing? I've spoken to a few people in the past and they've listened to, say, an Oasis album, and then they've gone from the Oasis album, went away and written a song, and then when they listen to it back, they were like, without even knowing, they've actually gone out there and half the tune or the melody has actually come from another song, and you can hear like very Champagne Supernova coming out of the music. So do you sometimes find you listen back to a song and think, fucking hell, that sounds so similar to...
Maybe not the exact melodies or the exact feel of the song, but you get like an air of like a certain type of music. If you've been listening to, say, the Lars first album, only album, I listened to that on repeat like for ages and ages, and then I can't remember what song it was I wrote about a month later, and I listened back to it and I thought, like you said, that must have had some bearing on that album that I was listening to, because it does. You take it all in and then you regurgitate it in your own way, don't you?
A bit of a claim to fame, he was my neighbour for up until the start of this year, Barry Sutton.
Was he?
From the Lars,
That's right.
Yeah, he used to sing in our street in Cranbourne.
Did he?
I had a crackhead called Kev who sang on my street every Friday night, and he wasn't allowed the fucking Lars. So, it's levels, mate, absolute levels, mate. It goes from L20 to where are you? L19. So,
wait there, Alfred, where do I live?
You live in L19, so.
Thank you very much.
So songwriting itself, there's people out there that must write songs that you must listen to and think, I'm better than you, I can write better songs than you, but that person just happened to be part of the Simon Cowell pop cycle, you know what I mean, and they've had a little go, because James Arthur, for instance, or you know, someone like James Arthur's lived and become a musician off the back of a pop concert. Basically, that's all the X-Factor is, isn't it? Singing to a karaoke tune. But now he's got a pedestal where he can write as much shit as he wants and people will still buy it.
Yeah, it is frustrating sometimes, like, personally, like, you can't, like, beat yourself up about it, though, because you've always had, like, bubblegum pop, haven't you, basically, what's just, it's day gone tomorrow, it's for 12-year-old girls, and 12-year-old girls need music to listen to, so fair play, if he's making a living off it, then, like, good luck, but
do you think, like,
I do hate it when people say, come up to you after the gig or something, like, and say, why didn't you go on the X Factor? It's the most hated question. Honestly, it's like, I just say, well, I'd rather do it my own way. I'd rather get there properly. If I was going to get anywhere in, like, further down in my career, I'd rather have done it off my own back, work my way up, than just gone to an audition and jump to the top. And you're forgotten about within 6 months anyway, even if you win it, aren't you? Unless you're like...
What you don't want is Simon Cowell stepping in when you're doing your recordings and putting a little...
Yeah,
and he puts his name on the credits.
All you have to do is change away from right to left.
Exactly, so the artistic freedom for these guys on the X Factor when they get a certain distance and they're starting to get signed up and whatever, their artistic freedom must even exist.
But the X Factor, obviously,
if they want a certain thing, they want a certain product, and if you don't provide that product, then they'll mould you into that product.
Certain people are fine with the X Factor, and that is fine, because if they want to make that type of music, what the X Factor is about, good luck to them. And if they're going to make that music, you may as well go down the X Factor route. Ant Russell, he's a lovely lad. We all like him, and at the end of the day, he's a singer. He doesn't play many instruments, or does he? So he's more likely to go down the singer route, isn't he? Which is X Factor, really.
I remember sitting there with Anthony, we were going through this idea, this song anyway, and he is a creative person. He's very creative off off the cuff. He's very creative with his words and his actions. So he's quite a unique guy to work with. I can assume. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or when I did work with him for a bit, it was like he is very spontaneous and he is creative.
Yeah.
You get certain people who just like do karaoke. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
well, that's what my little hashtag was tonight on the Instagram thing. It was more about the emphasising of songwriters and obviously the city itself now. And we were having a conversation, me and David the other day on the back of a potential music opportunity that we had, and it was about, it's sad the fact that the discrepancies and the distance between the people in the pub and the people playing music.
Yeah.
Because people in the pub want to go to the booze and have a sing-along, so we basically becoming a karaoke, so we just let's put a pound in a dickhead and put him on stage and with his guitar and expect him to sing and play Oasis!
Yeah,
don't
you know Sex on Fire?
Yeah.
It's one of them,
But
like,
as a musician and an artist, you just want to get up there and showcase yourselves and say, this is me, I've spent 6 years of my life compelling this song, and I know your song that you're going to sing for us tonight, KingFast, I remember hearing this song about 3-4 years ago. So you've probably evolved this song from the day you first made it to like today. You've probably put so much time, effort, blood, sweat, tears into mastering your performance. It's sad the fact that that's not good enough for the regular party goers, because they don't want to. You go to your Zanzibars and the other music places around town, that's where songwriters and people appreciate good music, but then if you want to make money out of it and go to these bars and you're going to get paid for it, and I think you touch on it yourself too.
Yeah,
you can go out there and get paid 150, 200 quid, and
I've done it. Most singer-songwriters do, you know, for a bit of side money. You do some covers in a pub and it's fine, you know. Sometimes you can have a good gig and you have people, like if you're playing songs that aren't the obvious, you know, classics like Sex on Fire and Wonderwall and all that stuff, you're playing a bit of obscure B-sides and people appreciate it. It is quite good, but most of the time, like you say, you're just getting pissed knobheads who are trying to have a go with your guitar or trying to fucking sing like it's karaoke. But
remember the other month that guy in the Cavern Club, I think it was, he ended up doing it around, he shared it and he was up playing a song and someone just come from him underneath him and just swooped his legs, and that was because he wasn't playing a song or something that this kid apparently wanted to listen to or he liked. So it's, for me, I mean, you guys...
It was mad, that clip, but it was as funny as it was shocking. But I felt for the guy as much as it was a humorous video. It really was funny. But it's one of them that made you go, oof.
It's funny,
it's like you're laughing, but you're not laughing. It's like, it was very, you know, it sort of tackled your mind, that video, when you watch it, especially as a musician.
But when you think about it, it's bang out of order what that fella did, like, and I think
did he get a pacing anyway?
Filled in.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I mean, like you say, some places they just think you are a fucking live jukebox and they like, so play this. I've had people go, play this song. I don't know it. What do you mean you don't know it? Well, I know about 100 other songs, but I don't know that one. How many fucking songs are there in the world? Like?
But there's a lot of bitterness inside these pubs though, innit?
Yeah.
They're like all these middle-aged fellas, like the bellies, like myself. I'm almost there, by the way. I'll be sitting there next to you.
I just thought you had 2 jumpers on there.
I haven't got that growing there, you know what I mean? Don't know where that come from.
Look like fucking Richie Keys.
I went for a heart scan today, fair enough. I had these like palpitations in my heart. I went to the hospital for a scan, and the woman come up with the sticky things to put on my chest and all that. And as she popped them on, no, it is. And I said, do you want to shave it? She went, bloody hell, love, you're not in the beauty parlour. She said, just get them on. I said, you're alright taking them off? And she just went, yeah, like that. And I went, ha ha. So it's like I've got two little bump patches. But she didn't half rip them off, like. But yeah, that's just on the, sorry about that, we've just glided right off the thing there, haven't we? Talking about my hairy boobs. But, sorry about that, guys, back into music. There's a song in that, guys, yeah? A man with the hairy boobs took over the world.
Mad moves.
It's mad moves. Or something like that, it goes something like that, wouldn't it? But anyway, go on, carry on, guys, where were we? Sorry, mate.
No, I was just curious to ask the three of you. I mean, especially the amount of live music, you know, the top end of town, you got Lanigan's, the Irish House, you got Smokey Mo's, Tess Riley's, Nelly Foley's and all them. Just fine, because you're doing your original work, and like you said, cover dudes in Lanigan's, cover dudes in there, you're doing your original stuff. Do you find you're getting more and more people, they'll come in to see what you're playing in, because you're not playing Sex on Fire, you're not playing, you know, Sweet Caroline and all that? Do you find a lot of like casuals will just walk in and out and see what's happening, or do you have like the regular crowd that come and they stick around, especially because it's original music as opposed to the covers. Yeah, any or all of you answer that?
I can't play an instrument, mate, sorry, so I can't answer.
I can't either.
KingFast.
At originals gigs, yeah, I guess people do come in and stick around. Yeah.
Depends if it's ticketed, doesn't it? Especially if you walk, if
Once
they
you pay
wander
money,
in, they
it's
wander
there.
past somewhere and they hear music and they come in and go, what's this? If the fella on the door goes, yeah, it's £6 to get in, they'll go, nah, alright. But some people will, like tourists might come in, but usually it's the crowd that you've built up over time. Starts with your family, you've done it, and your best mates, and then over time you'll be having people each gig
Like
try and sell more tickets every time.
yeah,
And
like I remember playing like Lennon's and that, Lennon's bar, and like 6 people walked in, we heard the song on out from outside and said all the lyrics. Now for 6 people to walk in, just on the lyrics and just go, we just heard it playing, we thought we'd come in and see who's actually singing that song. Now them 6 people is better than having like a crowd full of people just all sitting there getting drunk and whatever.
I'd rather play.
For an artist, it's a funny thing, just like people just sitting there going, oh, what did you like that about, mate? And that reminds me of something, and that's what songwriting's all about, just like,
I've played a gig
someone appreciates that.
in a small venue where there's about 15 people in there, but every one of them you can hear a pin drop and they're listening to every word. And then I've played a gig to 200 people in a live bar, playing covers, and no one's even looking at you. And I'd rather play to 15 people who are listening to my stuff.
You don't want to be that person who's walking into that scenario where everybody's just out to have a bevy, and if there's music on, there's music on.
Your background music then, aren't you? Like, it's just fair enough, but you get paid for it. But
Let's flip it on the other side then as well then, as a musician yourselves, when you actually go to a gig. So if you just walked into Lanigan's, you just sat down, there's a shit awful singer up on the stage, he hasn't got his music working, his input's not working, he's got feedback. Do you just find yourself like, he's got that wrong, like you're saying to like your missus or your mates, oh he's got that wrong, you need to
you can't help but notice it.
You know what I mean?
It depends.
And you must be like, oh that's doing me head, and I can hear he just needs to turn his mic up, and that's so you as musicians must sit there and do you just enjoy it as yourself, or do you find yourself thinking, oh you should do this or change this and up this?
You do want to comment on it, obviously, but like, probably like 6 years ago I was the same, so you can't really
you gotta
push someone like that.
Sometimes you can tell someone's doing it for the first or one of the first times. But
for anyone watching at home then, before we go into a bit of live music, anyone can play the guitar, maybe have a good voice, what would we say to them to get them out there to start the first song right? How did he go out there today and think, right, okay, I want to write my first song? What advice would you give to them?
I'd say listen to who inspires you, your favourite music, and just try and break it down how they've done it. Songs are simple, not every song's verse, chorus, verse, it's not all like that, but start simple, start like that, write a verse, write a chorus. You've got it, I don't know, some people are different, some people do lyrics and then they add the music, but I personally sit there and play around, just messing around on my guitar, and if I come up with a chord sequence which sounds alright, I'll keep it to one side, and then maybe sometimes you think of one lyric, like you said a line, who said one line and stick in your head, that can spark a song, because it can give you an idea of an avenue to go down. Then like, I've got a song about getting mugged, I've never been mugged, but this one line come in my head, and I went with it, and now I've got a song about, the whole song about being mugged, which I wasn't, you know what I mean? So
I think like having a theme, so if a kid's sitting with a guitar, pick a theme. So is it about this?
Like a concept
or a theme, and then with that theme, start strumming some chords and just start humming. Holding a bone and a bone, I don't know where I wanna be now. So you're going into this, and then the lyrics come, and then change your chords around, go into a chorus, but have a theme, and then start writing down things for the theme, and then before you know it, instead of, sometimes people can elongate things by writing and thinking about the words.
And overcomplicate it. Just sing, man. Just sing, have a theme and sing about that theme. And it's like, when I'm talking now, so I'll say, the grass is over there's a house there and there's clouds. And then there's grass over there, there's a house, and there's clouds above that are black. You know what I mean? No, what I'm saying is, basically, we all write songs every day, just in like words we say, sentences we say. Take a sentence, put chords to it, and then say that sentence with your chords.
The first
and you basically you might get a little bit of a bit of a chorus out of
The
that.
first song I wrote, I watched a film called Oh Brother Where Art Thou, which has got George Clooney in it. It's set in the 1920s in like America, and these fellas break out of prison, but the whole film is pure Delta blues. It's like music all the way through it. And I was just sitting there, and someone said a line. It was "Sweet Summer Rain," and I thought, wow, that's a cool line. And I just wrote it on my phone as I was watching the film, and then I watched the whole film, and I thought, I'm going to pick a line in every scene, and I just wrote down load of words, and then next few days I made a song out of it, and it's still in my set to this day. Like, it's not the best song I've ever wrote, but it was the first one, and that's how I started, because it was a good starting point.
Yeah, it's like
Just
it's like,
lines.
yeah, it's like the things that match. It's like I was walking in past Lime Street Station, and there was a girl standing there, and she was selling the big issue. She had like a blue cagoule, not like a cagoule on, and I looked at it, and like, she was quite attractive, like, but she was just, you know, she's a bit down on the look, but she's, you know, doing a job. And I got home, and I was only about 17, 18 when I wrote it, a song called Blue Cagoule. But when I got home, I went Blue Cagoule, and I thought I'll call it Blue Cagoule. And then what rhymes with cagoule? Cool. So you start going, Blue Cagoule, you're looking so cool in your blue cagoule, standing out in the rain. And then what rhymes with rain? Insane. Going insane, got your flip-flops on, waiting for the sun. And then I just sing a little bit, it starts coming out your mouth. Once you got that starting lyric and that starting bit, looking so cool in your blue cagoule, and everything just rolls and rolls and rolls, and then before you know it, you're hitting this song. That's like, I must have wrote that song in about 20 minutes, because that's how it all gelled together. Because when you're in that zone and you've got a theme, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you start rhyming, as you said before, Paul.
Yeah.
When things start rhyming, you're looking at things to rhyme with it, and if they make sense in a sentence, you're gathering this song, and your jigsaw pieces are coming together.
Just keep going with it.
Just keep going, but I suppose we've all got different ways of writing.
At the end.
We've all got different ways. But
Right, okay, so what we're going to do now then, we've had a little chinwag about the art of songwriting. Let's try and put it into place now. So, our man here, giving his full title, make him sound posh, Paul Walker, aka KingFast.
Posh.
He's gonna pack out some songs for us here.
Sure.
So we've got a single coming out
Yeah.
on the 20th of this month.
20th of September, yeah. And I'm doing a gig as well to release it in EB's basement.
So EBGB's gig, what date's that?
The same day, 20th.
Same date,
Yeah.
the 20th. What's the sitch for tickets?
Yeah, they're on Skill.
Yeah.
There should be some at the door as well, I'm sure. But yeah, they're on Skill.
What we'll do as well is we'll go and do a little snoop online and get the link off one of Paul's pages for Skid, along with posting in the comment section below on this. We'll do the same for Alan as well, who's also got a gig coming up. Any comments, want to share away, comment away, go ahead. But we've got the magical man himself here, KingFast. What's the name of the song?
This is One Day.
One Day.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what a songwriter provides. This is what KingFast does.
Cheers.
one day, the mirror dictates your being, but the image that you are seeing is veiled, inspired by false idols, and these gods are reading their Bible. It can change every day, but it won't make it all okay. One day you will fade. You'll face the choices you made. One day you'll have regret, 'cause you paid and full standards met. One day you'll see. One day you'll be heartbroken that you've
Don't read the papers. Flawless is fiction. You can change every day. Don't let my note be okay. One day, one day, I said you know now. Said you know now, yeah. One day, one day, one day.
Woo!
I was listening to that the other day. Did you share it on that?
Yeah, they put the lyric video just up.
Decent, that,
Yeah, thanks very much.
So, as we say, we're going to put the comments in the section below so that you know our KingFast gigs coming up, the links to the songs. As I say, he's quite a talented kid. We haven't seen him for a while anyway, so it's good to catch up with you.
Yeah.
You'll be hearing a lot about this kid over the next couple of weeks in our pages anyway. We'll plug away, share away. So, from one talented singer on to the next, our man in the middle. Alan's got a gig coming up soon. Give us some deets.
It's this Friday in the Arts Club on Seal Street. It's for this feeling, supporting a Scouse band called Rats, and there's another Scouse band on the bill called Kairos, and then there's a band called Factory from Runcorn. It's pretty much sold out now. We were originally in the Loft, which is like I think it's 250 capacity, and then ticket sales were going good, so they bumped us up to the theatre, which is like I think it's 500 now. So yeah, they've all gone nearly. I've got a few physical tickets I can get my hands on, but other than that, it's a sellout. Like, so looking forward to it, and it'll be my first gig with me new. I've got like a backing band now, just to beef my songs up a bit more. Like, so yeah, excited.
Okay, so what's the name of your song you're going to play for us, Al?
Well, I've actually got a single coming out Friday, but I played it last time, so I'm not going to do it again.
Okay, so what are you going to sing for us today?
I'll do an old one. I'll do Algae.
Algae.
Yeah,
Love this song.
What a song. So, ladies and gentlemen, the very talented, the coolest man from the Whittle, as he was christened earlier on in the show, Mr. Alan Triggs.
Algae, pudding and pie. If I don't laugh, I think I'll cry. Wakes up in the beer, carpe diem, fiber on the leg, beer for his breaking. By the time it's 2:30, shovels about with nothing to do. What's a Jeremy got? For a while, life from the soul of his local door. Algae was an alcoholic, sitting up on his throne, sipping on a tan super, smoking roll-ups to the bone. Yeah, Algae was an alcoholic, sitting up on his throne, sipping on a tan super, smoking roll-ups to the bone. Drips away, now it's almost 4. His beer's all gone, now he needs some more. Back to the office, not drinking coffee, no, not today. It's just milk ale. As the sun goes down, he's happy inside. He numbed the pain of his empty life. Wakes up tomorrow, pain and the sorrow are back to stay. It's that Groundhog Day. he was an alcoholic, sitting up on his boat, sipping on salad soup, smoking roll ups to the bone. I said, ah-da-ba-ba, whoa, ooh, ah-da-ba-ba, whoa.
The coolest man in the world, Alan Triggs. That was his song Algae. Alan's comment section will be packed with songs coming up, gigs coming up, and we'll share away all this latest news coming around the city. So, from one talented songwriter to the next, we're now going to finish on another fantastic singer-songwriter. You know this guy's face, he's done quite a lot of videos for us. He's been involved heavily on the podcast. He's our new member to the gang. Mr. King, what have you got for us to sing?
I'm going to do a new one. This is about when you go out and you know the beat in a club when the beat drops in and you turn into this like Superman, don't you? It's like you feel boss, don't you? And it's all about when the beats kick in, how it changes your persona, how it changes how you feel, do you know what I mean? It is called Those Beats. I don't think it's really complete yet, but it's we'll give it a go now live.
When those beats start catching fire, they light up the night. When the night starts catching fire, my heart starts to ignite, starts to ignite, starts to ignite. Those beats rushing through my head, those beats rushing right through me, those beats rushing through my head, those beats rushing through my head, those beats rushing right through me, those beats rushing through my head. Lips of cherry, eyes of blue. When the beat drops in, I'll be standing next to you with a bottle of gin on the dance floor. Till our feet get sore, we ain't leaving here till the DJ walks out the door. Oh no. And the beat goes dang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang-a-bang-bang-a-lang-a-lang-a, boom, 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 bang-bang-a-lang-a-lang-a, bang-bang, bang-bang-a, let's roll. Roll with the beats, bang-bang, bang-bang-a-lang-a-lang-a, boom, 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 bang-bang-a-lang-a-lang-a, dang-dang-dang, bang-bang-a, let's roll. Roll with the beats. People keep saying I'm way above my station. Well, it's a simple equation. I see you standing there looking so nice. I think it's time for me to roll my dice. When those beats start catching fire, they light up the night, light up the night, light up the night. Those beats rushing through my head, those beats rushing right through me, those beats rushing through my head, those beats rushing through my head, those beats rushing right through me, those beats rushing through my head. Lips of cherry, eyes of blue. When the beat drops in,
I'll be standing next to you with a bottle of gin on the dance floor till our feet get sore. We ain't leaving here till the DJ walks out the door. Oh no. And the beat goes bang-a-lang-a-lang-a, bang bang-a-lang-a-lang-a, boom boom boom, bang bang-a-lang-a-lang-a, bang bang bang, bang bang, let's roll. Roll with the beats, bang 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 bang-a-lang-a-lang-a, dang dang dang, bang bang-a-lang-a-lang-a, boom boom boom, bang bang, let's roll. Roll with the beats. Roll with the beats. Roll with the beats.
Alright, cheers guys, thank you. Brand new one.
Don't matter remember the words. I take months to remember
Oh,
the
no,
words.
yeah.
So is that an exclusive, David?
An exclusive,
That's an out of Scouse exclusive.
An exclusive, that's
So, we've bought the life out of everyone we've used now. I'm going to be really, really naughty here. I'm going to be really, really, really naughty here.
Be naughty without me, mate.
I'm going to throw a dirty bomb in the middle of this table now and walk away. One word. Brexit.
You had to ruin it, didn't you?
I'm
He's
intrigued,
gone.
right? Intrigued, right? And we can see all the political bollocks that's going on. In a nutshell,
Boris Johnson.
will we be better off or not? Doesn't matter. Yeah? David's turned his back on us now. That's his view on it.
No,
I'm intrigued. I
think
have a conversation with everyone, whoever I meet, and I'm not interested in what side you voted.
oh yeah.
But we can all agree on one thing: is what a load of shit it's been. What an absolute
Yeah.
load of shit it's been.
You know the biggest problem was with it all is they let us decide. At the end of the day, like
But isn't that
no,
the backbone of a democracy, though?
but you go all right. Do you wanna leave the European Union? Which was the question, yes or no. Not if we leave the European Union, we'll leave it. Do you want to leave it this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way? There's so many different ways you can do it. So you've got people who don't, like people in Parliament who don't want to leave. You've got people who do want to leave. You've got people who want to leave with a no deal. You've got people who want to leave with this type of deal, this type of deal, this type of deal. You can't. You're not going to please everybody. You're not even going to please everyone in Parliament. So if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You've got to deal with it. For one, I'd put it back to if we voted to leave, we choose how we leave. Not Boris Johnson, not Jeremy Corbyn, not whoever else. If we leave the European Union, they go, right, these are the options that we have. Either you put Remain on there, you've got to, because if all the options are shit, you've got to have Remain on that ballot again. And I guarantee you, we would stay.
But for me, I mean, we're fucked either way. We're in Liverpool anyway, so whether we stay, we go. We're never going to be given anything from anyone. Labour looks after what they do, but the Tories who are in power now won't send nothing up our way anyway either way. So whether we stay or we go, we're fucked in our city. So I think what we should do is have a new vote, and let's see whether we vote for Merseyside to leave England.
Oh,
I'm going to table that vote right now.
Yeah.
We become our own independent city.
100%.
You let the Scottish vote on it, now let the Scousers vote on it.
100%.
So.
But I'm not a Scouse, not English sort of person. Mate. Proud to
Oh,
be
I'm
from,
English.
Yeah.
I'm English, but
proud to be from Liverpool.
I
proud to
can.
be English, but at the same time, fuck the rest of them Tories off.
I can
They'll be sounders.
I can resonate with people outside of the Merseyside barrier in political terms. You know, it's their view to anybody else's. No, you get what I mean. Outside of Merseyside, like down in London, for example, they look down their nose at us, whatever way, shape, or form. Liverpool's we're the butt of all jokes. We're the bottom of the ladder.
Stuff like that.
You know, the whole country looks down at us. You see them at football matches. Sign on. We had Wolves today, Goodison singing about Merseyside signing on. yet they've got a higher unemployment rate than the city.
Get with the times, innit?
We're like our own little bubble in Merseyside, you know what I mean? We're like, we're a cooler thinking bunch, you know, we deal with people as two ways. You're either a good person or you're a dickhead. That's the only way we measure people. We don't measure whether you've got more money, whether your accent's this, whether your skin colour's that. We don't care. As long as you're a good person, and that's what we see it for. And that's what I mean by the bubble. That wasn't me going full Boris Johnson or let's kick them all out. The whole problem is they're not Scouse.
Yeah.
No, I mean we look after them. We close our doors and we put our arms around each other and we all look after each other. You know what I mean? And I find outside of the city when you go there, and Paul, you probably can't. You're from Belfast, coming to Liverpool, which is quite a similar city. You know, Belfast was mocked and it was always the butt of the jokes. And you know, you must see a pattern in Belfast and Liverpool, the way they're proper heavy working class. Everyone looks after each other, big community spirit. But if you venture down to London, whether you guys have the gigs, it's a cold ass place. You know, people walk past you in the street, you know, the door open for somebody, you know, nobody says please, thank you, nobody looks at each other, everyone's looking at the pavement or the feet. And that's where I think we're a unique area, you know what I mean? You come into our area, you're either nice or you're a knobhead. That's it. If you're a knobhead, it doesn't matter whether you watch Spice Girls, you listen to Oasis, whatever, you're a knobhead. That's the defining vote. So I think we should just have a vote, knobheads or not. And that'd probably eradicate half these politicians. 95% of them would be fucked off. Yeah. But
if we could say like Liverpool, govern yourselves, 100%. Definitely, I'll be all for it.
Like I'm growing my own crops and all that, so I'm alright. You know what I mean, cabbages and all that. Honestly, listen.
David Neville King
all I'm saying
is not speaking to the House of Scouse.
But I had a bumper crop this year because courgettes were like that. What?
Give some cream for him.
No, my pile was like that, but my courgette was like that. But no, but as I say, you know, I grow my own veg and all that, and mainly because I look out. So yeah, fella before he died last year, my dad, and he used to take you to his garden. He'd say, "This is your oasis. Forget all the politics, forget everything else. I'm providing you with this." And that thing that he provided me with was a garden, right? And it had honeysuckle growing, and he grew a few carrots and all that. And he'd say, "You don't appreciate it now, do you?" Like even when it was going through my teen years and all, I get into trouble. I'd come home into this little oasis. And he goes, "This is the oasis. Forget about all that. Think about your close friends, your family, and this." And I didn't know what he meant. And when you get older, you think, yeah, you've got to make your own kingdom, haven't you? Yeah. Because you know politicians aren't going to stick up for us. Yeah. You know, people who come out of Europe, and they said, oh, we want to come out of Europe because we don't want to be governed by the Europeans, the European people. But at the end of the day, we can't govern ourselves. Like, our parliaments, our governments can't govern.
Yeah, well, they've showed themselves what they all are. They're all just
exactly, so everything's useless, isn't it? So when you make your own little kingdom, and if it all goes tits up, you can all come round to ours and I'll give you some courgette putties, a few carrots and that.
Courgette putties?
I know, that sounds a bit like southern, that doesn't it?
That's like a euphemism now, mate.
Let's bring it up north, courgette putties up north, come on.
Hey up!
Where's your council meeting?
Hey lads, we're Scouse. You can tackle a lot of hard times, you can tackle a courgette putty. You're not coming to ours, man, piss off. I'll have a carrot. You can have a carrot in ours.
Liverpool left the UK. The rest of the cities in the UK are all just going to start leaving.
That's a very good point.
I don't know what it would be like, to be fair. How that would work.
I often go down the American route, little state individual. Everyone looks after their own. Make your own money, spend your own money. If you want to have your death sentence in Liverpool, sounds.
I reckon Liverpool expands and makes the whole country Liverpool.
Yeah, but it depends, because I've been fucked off because I'm a wool.
That's why I said Merseyside. I don't know. Why you then?
I'd look up stories in.
Yeah, but if we're all Liverpool, I'll become a Scouser. I'll be a Scouser if we all become Liverpool. You know what I mean?
Build a wall on the other side of the tunnel. That'll sort them all out.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's him, look! It's him!
But yeah, courgette putties and ours if anyone's interested in the sort of politics.
Will you still be your mate if I say no? Can I just have bread?
I'll post one.
Can I just have bread?
sugar butties.
I'll even have grass
Yeah.
butties.
Just pretend you're eating Korea butty then. Just go, that's lovely.
We
that's
talk
it."
about the crop again.
Not a good way to start, but it's like grow crop and all.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a crop in ours.
No,
And if you just tuned in now, yeah.
So,
But look, I've got tomatoes, I've got cherry tomatoes. But it just like, thingies cleanses your mind, doesn't it?
David's turned into Martin Fowler.
I was going to say we've got a new little topic. We've got gardening with David Neville King
Next week. We'll have Alan Titchmarsh sitting here. Forget Alan Six, we've got Alan Titchmarsh. Oh, tune in for Alan Titchmarsh next week.
So on that bombshell, David grows courgette and eats them on butties. There's nothing else needs to be said. We'll be back next week. Some talented musicians, some funny conversations and some fucked up meal plans from David Neville King. That's House of Scouse. We'll see you all about.
Bloody hell, the world now knows that I'm bloody growing my own bloody vegetables. Don't want people to know.